Scrappy friends, this is Hannah, and I am working on a layout for the next round of the telephone hop with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I am in the Artistic Arsenal group this time. Let me just double check. Yes. And so you just watched Roni Sue yesterday make the layout that I just showed. And today I am making my interpretation of that. This game, if you haven't seen it before, is like the telephone hop or the telephone game that a lot of people played while they were younger, where someone whispers something in one person's ear and then you go like in a row or a circle. And so by the end, the message that the last person says is not how it came out at the beginning usually. So, because this is me, I'm going to add some media. I'm doing using pictures that are fall themed. So I'm using a variety of greens and some oranges. And I think I added a little bit of red. You can see it just a little bit because you don't want too much red because you don't want it to look like a murder scene. Or at least I don't want my layouts to look like a murder scene. So, and so now it's dry. I also ripped up at the very top, I ripped it because I wanted it to have that kind of vintagey feel, sort of, or something like that. That kind of went with what Roni Sue had in hers. She used a lot of like muted colors in her papers and stuff. So I'm changing the way that this is going to go a little bit. I'm also trying to figure out, okay, exactly how do I want everything? Like, do I really want to go with the design that she had as far as like where things were? And what do I want to change? Because I have a really hard time just following stuff. But the style or the design that we have going right now is pretty simple and basic. And I feel like it really lended to like doing whatever. So it made it really hard for me because it's like really simple. So the possibilities are really endless. She had two smaller photos and then like a card, like a 3x4 type of card that you could use in pocket pages or whatever, like a cut apart. And then she had like a cluster underneath that. I am just going to get rid of that, as you can see. And I pulled it down a little bit. So now I'm just using the two photos. And I have that big chunk of paper because she had like some papers and stuff. And I'm going to do a lot of layering. And I'm adding something up at the top, which she didn't have, I don't believe. And then, but I did keep that side part. So she had like a cluster coming out with some banner type flags things and some embellishments and stuff. And so I'm going to add some stuff there, but I also felt like I wanted that paper with the the trees from Chamel. I wanted that to go up to the top. So that's where we're at. So I did try to keep the style, that design kind of similar. I have no idea what it looked like at the beginning, and I think that's the great thing about this is that it could have been totally different at the beginning. So it'll be interesting to see where I took this as opposed to where the rest of the ladies are going to take it. Lisa has it after me, so definitely make sure you check out the links that I have below because I will make sure I'll link all of the videos that are in this grouping. I try to do that. So for our group, and so Maura started, and so it'll be really fun to see what she did with what she started off with. And now that I'm thinking about it, I can see kind of like her style. I can see her style in this. So, yeah. So I am trying to mix like a whole bunch of collections together. So this made it difficult/easy. And I knew I wanted to try to use some of the Chamel stuff because I have a lot of Chamel. And so that's why I pulled that. And that background cream dot paper was from like an older click kit, and it has some of those muted colors, but I also added some stuff like Vicky Boutin, which is really bright. So just trying to like do different things. Now I had that heart there. I'm not going to keep that. This took me a while to do. I really overthought this way too much, which is funny because the one that I started last time was super quick and it just came together, and that this one did not. And I think a lot of it is I was sick when I got this. So, and I wasn't scrapping as much, which has just kind of been this theme for the second half of when I got this. But I really feel like in the end, I really like how it turned out. And I did added and used some things that really help. Just kind of tie everything together. So it feels like it's all from similar collections and stuff. I have that leaf that was a cut file. And some Felicity Jane stuff. So I did add some pops of like black and stuff, which even with that Chamel paper, those trees, the barks are pretty dark. So, and as you can see, I still don't have my cluster of photos down yet. I play around where I put it, and I think I had it a little bit lower later, but I tried to make it more like that L shape. So, which is not really what the other shape was. I wonder if this is closer to the original. Like I said, it's really interesting to see how it turns out. I end up moving that little yellow piece. It's a chipboard piece, and I end up moving that up there and putting the leaf to the side. Though I actually really, now that I'm watching this, sometimes when you see it from overhead, you realize that it probably looked better. Just that view. But I just wanted something else up there to make that venture up to the top. And I used some stuff from One Canoe too. So I really added a lot of stuff. Here's another piece that is that like rubbery charm type stuff, which really the only way to get that to stay is staples. So without it messing up your papers. So I am really almost done with this. I'm going to add the date and some journaling. And I just put my journaling right in that bottom spot. I could have added a few more media splatters, but I really just like, I kind of tried to keep it simple from this point. So you're going to see some close-ups. Definitely make sure you tune in tomorrow and watch Lisa's. I'm really excited to see what she does because I know she's going to make it a double layout. So it'll be fun to see how she interprets it into that and see how it ends up when Rachel gets it, because Rachel has it after, and so it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. But definitely, if you haven't watched the videos before, watch them, and I will see you guys. I had a ton of fun doing this, and I hope you guys had a ton of fun watching. Bye.